NBL Primetime, presented by The Hub, makers of average burgers for a while now.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the NBL preseason rundown. I'm Lucas Heiberger, the coordinator of the NBL tournament here. And with me I've got Daniel Talsma, who played the 2016 and 2019 Pittsburgh Steelers. Next to me here I've got Joel Hayden, who was commentator for me as well for those tournaments in the past. We'll be doing some more commentating for us. And Jason Rosema, who played as the Arizona Cardinals in 2016 and 2019. Exciting stuff. Looking forward to this tournament this year. First off, so we're playing NFL Blitz 2003. Jason, tell us a little bit about this game. What's it like?
I'd say it's kind of like a mixture of Madden and WWE, just kind of a hodgepodge. It's not your typical Madden game where it's not like you really need to overly strategize and be
100%.
good at video games. You can literally pick it up playing it just once.
It's also worth noting you don't need to know all that much about football to be successful in this
Very
game.
true, very true.
This is super true. And, I mean, let's be real, guys. Late hits, they win games.
Late hits win games.
Absolutely. Pass interference also. they
Pass
make a
interference,
difference.
huge
Yeah.
game changer, absolutely.
Don't hold back.
I'd say it's more the lack of pass interference that's the game changer, but
It's true, it's true, very true. Yeah. Daniel, what's it like from a perspective of just a player? You know, I mean, you've been out there, you've been in the middle of it. What's it like?
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. I love the game. But, you know, in both the tournaments, I was a hot pick to win, and that pressure got to me. And I wasn't able to handle it. So that'll be a really big thing to look at, is who's able to handle the pressure
Handling pressure.
of this tournament.
As an HVGT competitor myself, it is a lot of pressure, especially with everybody there, with all the energy surrounding it. It really amps up when it's game day. So
yeah, for sure.
And come playoff season, I mean, the pressure doesn't get any higher than that. You guys both know, both of you guys in the playoffs in 2016, so exciting stuff there as well.
Unfortunately, couldn't repeat this year, but
Yeah, you know, that's how it goes. That's
just the way Blitz rolls.
Yep, absolutely. Strategies, got some strategy tips, gentlemen?
Get ready to try and defend the bomb.
Oh,
Probably
yeah,
the
the
only
bomb.
play that a lot of people use.
It's the number one play. It's a huge game.
Getting turnovers though is very big. Like the first turnover you get, if you can turn points off that and build a lead.
Oh, yeah.
But also with Blitz though, no lead is safe.
Very true. Very true.
I mean, I know in 2016 there's some pretty big comebacks that you think you're
It's
safe
huge.
and you kind of dial it back a little bit, and next thing you know, your opponent's right there, biting at your heels.
I got you. Absolutely.
I know. For me, one big strategy was dive right away at the beginning, right when the ball is hacked.
Oh yeah, the minute that ball is hiked, you just dive.
You're
over that
diving.
line.
you go right after him. You stop
take
playing
out the
its
wide
track.
receivers, you take out the linemen, and you get a sack in there every once in a while. And those can be huge game-changing plays. And on offense, the best tip that I can give newcomers, if they're interested in trying out at the NBL, is you need to watch. You learn tips just by watching.
It's very
watch the
important to
games.
watch. We can give you all the tips from tournaments that we've played in, but nobody has any idea yet what this league itself is going to look like, what
Who
the
are gonna be the
strategies will
big
be, what the big
game
plays
changers?
will be,
Yeah.
how the game itself will be played. So it's very important just to get down and kind of be able to watch and see how the whole thing's being played out. Along with that, it's important to note that we do not allow practicing outside of your game times. We have had some issues with that in the past, and we just really, in order to keep everything fair and everything clean, there will be no practicing outside of games.
Yep, great point to be made. With all that said, let's kind of get into the details of how this tournament's going to run. So first off, we're all going to start. There are 8 competitors from each dorm. So Hospers, Colenbrander, North Suites, and we have 8 staff members as well competing. You're going to be competing against in a practice match to start off, hopefully in the next week or two here, where you will play somebody else from your dorm to A, learn how to play the game, and B, to give us a good idea of where you're going to be at for the draft order. Now, Hospers, guys, for you specifically, there are more than 8 of you interested in this tournament, so that means some of you will be cut before we can start this tournament. So your practice game is extra important because if you lose that game, there's a fair chance you will not be making it into this tournament. All that being said now, looking at after that point, you've learned how to play the game at least a little bit. You've played a game. Then we've got a draft order based on how well you performed in your practice game. We go into the draft. Now, draft day, we'll have a day where we'll all sit down and you will draft your team that you will play with for the rest of the tournament, which will be pretty exciting stuff there. And yeah, that's fun stuff. You guys enjoy the draft? How was that experience for you?
I loved the draft. I do not like the Pittsburgh Steelers. Sadly, the Kansas City Chiefs were drafted before me. Who's my number one on the draft board.
There you go. Gotta have some in your back pocket, you know.
Yeah.
Get your team's picked, yeah.
And one thing for you, if you end up in the later stages of the round, your team does not decide your place in the tournament. We've had a lot of surprises in the past tournaments. The Detroit Lions.
Remember
the Houston Texans have been in the championship both times.
Both times, and I mean one of the lowest statistical teams, you know, in the whole tournament. So. Stats really not that important, I would say.
I would say stats aren't as important as learning how your team plays. Being able to play to your team's strengths and take advantage of your opponent's weaknesses as well.
I was going to say, for the Hospers guys, for those that are on the losing side of the practice match, is it point differential? How is like the tiebreaker?
Point differential is the tiebreaker for that. So if you do lose, Hospers guys, make sure you lose by only a point or two, because the further that spread is, the less likely you're in. So, going on past the draft point, you've got your teams. You're going to be put into a division that we kind of reassign, so they won't be the traditional NFL divisions.
Is it going to be based on dorms? Or?
It will be based on dorms, yep. So you'll start out by playing some of the guys in your own dorms, and you'll be playing in your own dorm, your home stadium. So Hospers guys will be playing in Hospers lobby, Coley guys in the Coley lobby, North Suite's the same. And the staff members will be playing over in Raymaker in the fireside room. So kind of have your own home field advantage.
I was going to ask about that, because I was curious where the staff was going to be, because I didn't know if you're going to stay in VPH or if you're going to be in...
Keeping them in Raymaker. So, nice couches.
Decide not to play in the clock tower in Zweimer?
Dude, that would be cool, but I don't think you're so yeah, looking at that, you'll play your rounds in there. If you win your division... you automatically make it into the playoffs. So that means you win 2 matches in a row, you're in the playoffs. Otherwise, you have to win back in kind of the loser's bracket side to make it to a wild card spot. So obviously 8 divisions. So that means 8 guys who win their division will make it to the playoffs. And then that'd be 4 more guys make wild card spots. And then they will make it into the wild card. And then we'll play the playoffs just like the normal NFL playoffs. With an eventual Super Bowl at the end. And that will be coming hopefully towards the end of the semester, and we shall see how that all shapes up. But that's kind of what we've got for now. That's kind of the rundown of the tournament. Looking forward to having you guys compete, and I'm sure you'll be seeing us around as well during the tournament. You can ask some tips if you'd like as well. And with that,
play hard, stretch your thumbs, and like P's Pizza House in Orange City, we're out.
Catch you later.